Hello and welcome back to day 8 of Improve Your Kizomba in 10 days. Today we're going to be working on different styles of weight transfers, slides, and taps because these are also a huge part of Kizomba. So I'm going to be helping you understand when to use these drier types of weight transfers, how to recognize that the leader is leading that, and how to do it correctly and common mistakes that we want to avoid, okay? So the first thing that I want to practice is actually transferring our weight without moving the hips. So when we do this type of weight transfer, we are going to be doing it on straight legs. Your knees don't have to be like locked, but we can only get the correct effect in these types of movements if our knees are straight, because we use the knees so much to create the hip movement that if the knees are bent, we don't get the correct connection with the leader, and we also don't get the right look in our body. So there are several instances in Kizomba where the leader will do things like this, or like this, or like this. And my students are like, well, you told me to always be bending my knee when I transfer my weight, but then when they try and do that, when the leader is leading this type of movement, they're like, well, it's not working, I get disconnected, and we get confused. So I did want to include this as one of the classes so that I can help you out with that. So you're going to feel when the leader wants you to do this style of weight transfer, you're going to feel their body start to move a little bit before they lead you into the step. So there's a little bit of a movement that leads you into it, which tells you that it's going to be a step onto a bent leg. When they want us to do this straight leg type of step, which is much drier, where my whole body is moving as one piece pretty much, we're not going to get that little movement before we move, and often they're going to kind of lift us up because they want to prevent the weight from dropping down like it does when we do this hip motion. They want to keep it up. So those are two signals that you want to be looking out for that will indicate to you that we're supposed to step onto straight legs, okay? So now when we do identify that lead, what we're going to be doing is, like I said, moving the whole body as one piece. And so I just want to practice that. It seems very simple, but it's often more difficult than it seems because we've gotten so used to stepping like this. So we're going to go out and rock and. Now let's do the same thing going forward and back. So I've got two straight knees and I'm going to go out, rock, rock, moving the whole body as one piece. And now I'm trying to keep the hips intentionally still. So I go forward, rock, rock, rock. Or I can go back, rock, rock. As you can see, my knees are staying straight. My hips are staying in one place, and I'm keeping both feet on the ground. We also don't want to be lifting the heels off the ground because that's going to encourage us to bend our knees, okay? So we have this side, 3, 4, forward, back, forward, back, back, forward, back, forward. So this is just a good practice drill to get used to the feeling of moving everything all together. And as you can see, I'm not even bending my knee in that transition because, like I said, anytime I bend my knee, I'm going to want to tilt my hips. And so wherever we are, say we're doing basic 1 and I'm coming up, this is another good reason to come up to 2 straight knees before you bend the knee because that's going to make it available to you to be able to do this movement. So say we're in basic 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when they want to lead us out of this, we're going to feel that movement I talked about, that little movement before the movement, that settling action to then indicate to us that we're going to come back into our normal weight transfer with the hip movement, okay? So that's the first movement I wanted to get used to for today. Now we're going to talk about movements where we're being led to slide our foot on the ground, because a common mistake that a lot of my students make is when I try and slide their foot, they lift it up and move it, and they lift it up and move it. And so something that we need to get used to in Kizomba is when the leader puts their foot next to our foot and wants to move it, first of all, we want to maintain the connection with their foot. We don't want to move it just because they put their foot there. Okay, now I know I need to move my foot. No, I want to actually allow them to move my foot. But while we don't have a partner here, we can just practice keeping as much of the surface area of the foot on the ground as possible as we do this action, which is going to give us a little bit of resistance, which is actually what the leader needs from us. And that way we are doing the correct action in this step. Now, the other thing is, we don't want to transfer our weight fully onto that foot either, because then we won't be able to move it. So we want to stay really strong on the standing leg and try to just allow the moving leg to move. Let's do that on the other side. So I'm keeping that foot on the ground. I'll show you from the side. The whole foot stays on the ground, and I'm just sliding it back and forth. Again, trying to keep the leg straight as well. I don't want to be doing something like this. That's a completely different movement. So we're trying to keep the leg straight. It's actually a good workout because you're getting the resistance from the floor. And slide and slide. And you only go as far as you can go, keeping the foot on the ground. Don't go, people are like, well, I can't keep my, then don't go that far, yeah? Only go as far as you can keep the foot on the ground. And the last movement that I want to cover, which is related to these other two, are taps. And there's one very important piece of information that I want you to know when we're doing taps, and that will be very useful for you when you're following Kizomba, is anytime the leader leads us to do a tap, out to the side, in the front, behind, wherever, the next step that we're going to do is always going to be coming back where we just came from. So a lot of times people get confused when they're here and they're like, well, I don't know where to step. Do I go forward or back? The answer is always where you just came from. So I crossed in front in this situation. I tap out to the side. Now I'm going to come back the same route that I came from, and I can tap out here. And then I would come back the same route that I came from. So if I did like cross, tap, cross, you're always going to come back to where you just were, unless the leader specifically leads you to like do some other action. But if you're just going back and forth in the same direction, your foot's always going to come back where it just came from, okay? So now we're going to put these movements into a little practice routine so that you can get some muscle memory associated with these different types of weight transfers, okay? So we will start with the basic one like we did in the beginning of this video, just so that you can also get used to changing the technique based on what is required in that moment. So we're going to start with our basic one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, forward 5, 6, 7, 8, back 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go to the side. 5, 6, slide, 7, and we're going to tap on 8, okay? So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward 5, 6, 7, 8. Back 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go side, cross, slide the foot, and tap. Here on 8. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slide 6, bring it in 7, 8. Okay? So I'm just practicing these taps. Then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna pretend like the leader is sliding my foot back out to the side and then bringing me back into the center so that we can start again, okay? So we're getting good practice on our weight transfers, our slides, and our taps. Let's go ahead from the beginning again, and then we'll try it with music. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and side, cross, slide, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slide, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and back, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, slide 7, tap 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slide 6, and 7, 8. Okay, one last thing before we do it with music. It's very important as it gets faster that when we do the taps, we are not moving our center. So I'm not doing this. I'm really going to keep my center in one place and allow the legs to move, which is going to make it much easier for me to follow, because I don't want to go too far, because then the leader just has to spend their energy trying to bring me back to the center. So they're usually going to be stopping me before I transfer my weight, and I want to make sure that I'm responding accordingly, okay? So now we're going to try that little practice routine a few times with music.
So much for watching. It means more to me than you know. Don't forget to subscribe so we can keep this going together, and when you're ready to go deeper with me, everything is waiting for you in the description below. You can join my Patreon community for exclusive weekly content, explore the dancer method if you're ready to transform the way you move and live, or come dance with me in person on one of my Mexico retreats. There's something for everyone at every level, wherever you are in your journey, and I would love to have you. See you soon.